Associate, NADA India will be your host. I am delighted to welcome you all for a day filled with learning, collaboration, and growth. We are honored to have amongst us Mr. Anurag Singh Thakur, our Honorable Minister, Youth Affairs and Sports, and Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. To have you amongst us. I would also like to welcome Ms. Sujata Chaturvedi, Secretary Sports, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India. Mr. Sandeep Pradhan, Director General, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. Mr. Kazuhiro Hayashi, Director, Asian as virtually. I would like to welcome our esteemed panelists, participants in the room, and members from international anti-doping community who have joined us virtually.
Shrimati Sujata Chaturvedi, Secretary, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India. Shri G. Kamla Vardhan Rao, CEO, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. Shri Sandeep Pradhan, Director General Sports Authority of India. Mr. Kazuhiro Hayashi, Director Asia Oceania Regional Office, World Anti-Doping Agency, who has joined us virtually. Esteemed speakers, participants and guests that have joined us virtually. I am honored to welcome you all to this remarkable conference, Paving the Path for Clean Sports, a dialogue with stakeholders on risks associated with use of nutritional supplements. Today, we all are present here to discuss this topic of great significance, especially for sports, health and fitness. As per WADA, 10% of athletes who have been affected by unintentional doping, they are through consumption of contaminated supplements. And 60% of the adverse analytical finds across are related to use of nutritional supplements with prohibited substances. Many studies have been conducted, and one of the studies says, which is published in British Journal of Sports Medicine, that 80% of supplements sold online contained banned substances or did not mention those ingredients on the label. With this kind of significance of this subject on nutritional supplements and their use by athletes, we all are here to discuss, deliberate, and decide what is to be done next. As we all know that global sports nutrition market is witnessing exponential growth, which is valued at $45 billion in 2021 and is expected to grow to $85 billion by 2030. Same growth is also witnessed in India, and India is also expected to be a $2.5 billion industry by 2028 in nutritional supplements area. So this trend also reflects that we need to have this deliberation to work on the regulation mechanism, to awareness mechanism, and also to take this agenda forward in country, not only in sports area but also for citizens, so that we can avoid the health risk. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our colleagues from all sectors. We have Food Safety Standards Authority of India here, we have Indian Olympic Association here, we have Paralympic Committee members here, we have Federation members here, we have research institutes here, we have academia here. In this whole sector of stakeholders, whoever has some concern related to this, we have tried to invite them here. And sir, today, almost all stakeholders from these sectors, research, sports, and international community, they have joined us. Virtually, we are joined by many international participants. We have also tried that in this conference we should bring out the best practices from all across. Today, in the later part of the conference, our colleagues from US, UK and Australia who have done some remarkable work in nutritional supplements area will be sharing their practices. We have also brought in this conference the internationally acclaimed agencies which are working in the sports nutrition certification. So coming to the topic of nutritional supplements, India has also done a great job so far and we are yet to do a lot of things. FSSAI has come out with their regulations which I am sure we will be discussing during the day. And the other stakeholders who are need to catch up. This conference is a milestone in bringing all the stakeholders together. I would also like to take this opportunity that April 14th is marked as Playthrough Day. And as part of this, we have organized 2-week-long Playthrough celebrations. And during this whole event campaign, we organized many events across the country and we could reach to more than 10,000 stakeholders during these 2 weeks. And this conference is kind of leading to the conclusion of this closely with FSSAI and other stakeholders to take this important area forward, that we save our athletes from inadvertent doping, we empower our citizens with right information, and we advocate for clean, not only for clean sports but for a healthy lifestyle and bring the best out of this conference. I urge all of you to participate actively. To conclude, I would like to say that the way forward in this area is long, but the only way to navigate is to walk together and to work collectively towards making clean sport possible, making nutritional supplements safe, and having an ecosystem where the credibility, where the accessibility is ensured through safe and fair means. I once again thank you all for joining us today, and I hope to see a day full of learning and impact on
the Secretary Sports, Madam Sujata Chaturvedi ji, Sri Karuri Hayashi, Director, Asia, Oceanic Regional Office, WADA, Mr. Sandeep Pradhan, DG Sports Authority of India, and Mrs. Ritu Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everybody. I am extremely happy. National or the sports academies at the district levels, at the village levels, in the national levels. So we are FSSAI. We are now making this SOP ready to be given as not as a mandatory thing, but definitely as a guideline to be utilized and used by various academies at the national. I mentioned that the nutritional security, first time it has come up anywhere in the world, I think globally, the nutritional security aspect was spoken about, and Honorable Prime Minister also, when he was speaking on sports, he mentioned that if you are fit, you can be a super hit. And the top scheme of Ministry of Sports Affairs also is prepared in this direction. Recently, we have conducted Millets Conference as a matter of as a part of our millets year, International Year of Millets for 2023. And while Agriculture Ministry has done on the crop side, and the Health Ministry, we have FSSAI has done from the health perspective. So there, one of the session was there exclusively for the sports and the millets, because people are suffering from malnutrition, nutritional insecurities. If you see the Lancet report, the global report of Lancet, they speak about the hidden hunger. So what is hidden hunger? Hidden hunger is nothing but lack of nutritional supplements, whether it is iron, whether it is folic acids, whether it is vitamin supplements, probiotic additives. So all this put together, the kind of malnutrition what we are seeing, the kind of anemic issues that we are talking, in the tribal areas, more than 7 crore people are suffering from anemia disorders. So all this put together, we held one meeting on exclusively on the sports, where we have invited Anju Baby George, we invited Purlila Gopichand, we invited Kapil Dev and MBS Prasad and all. So all of them has mentioned only one thing, that nutritionally we were definitely the sports person in this country. As far as the speed is concerned, as far as the strength is concerned, as far as the endurance is concerned, we are definitely lacking compared to the international level. The skill-based games, we are really good at skill-based games, whether it's shuttle badminton or the table tennis or cricket. Even cricket also is a highly skilled game. So to have the strength and the endurance, we need certainly the nutraceutical supplements. FSSA, we have constituted our scientific panels. We have 21 panels. One of the panels is nutraceutical panel on nutraceuticals. 2016, we have come out with the regulations. In these regulations, we have mentioned what are the ingredients to be used in prebiotic, what are the ingredients to be used in a probiotic, and particularly most important thing is the labeling. So what kind of labeling is happening? You know, people come out with, as Ritu Sen has mentioned, there is more than $25 billion turnover of all the major multinational companies in the world. But while they do the labeling, are they misleading? So we are conducting a survey, and what kind of labeling is done, what kind of manufacturing is done, what kind of malpractices happening at the grassroots level, at the company level, at the factory level. So what happens is, you know, people buy that material in the market, but in the gymnasiums they add something else. So we are also taking care of this gymnasiums. You know, we have told our surveillance food safety officers to visit these gymnasiums and submit a monthly report to us. So we are on the job, and with WADA, the Ministry of Sports, we will take up issues from time to time. We will discuss with the stakeholders, we will discuss with the sports persons and take the inputs, and we'll definitely try to strengthen the framework, the existing framework, and kindly maybe after this today's conference, we'll try to get more feedback and more suggestions from your side, which we will place it before the scientific panel of FSSA.
that we are joined virtually by Mr. Kazuhiro Hayashi, Director, Asia Oceania region, World Anti-Doping Agency. And now I request him to deliver the special address.
For Your Excellency, Sri Anurag Singh Thakur, Honorable Minister of Youth and Affairs, and Ms. Sujata Chaturvedi, the Secretary of Sports, and Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Mr. G. Kamala, and Bhadhana Rao, CEO, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, Ms. Briggs, Director General, National Anti-Doping Agency, India, Dr. Ram Sahu, Director, National Drug Testing Laboratory, India. I wish to thank the government of India and India NADA and all people concerned for this important conference, for giving an opportunity to congratulate you on April 14, tomorrow, we're hosting a series of anti-doping events, including this conference for almost half month. Already started from the beginning of this month to promote anti-doping awareness and education with your key national and international stakeholders, including students, young athletes, support personnel, medical practitioners, sports officials. I'm pleased to know my colleagues and experts in WADA, Montreal, and Lausanne have already contributed to these activities. WADA always recognizes the importance of a partnership in the pursuit of clean sports. The Indian government and the Indian National Anti-Doping Agency are indispensable partners to WADA. You play a key leadership role in Asia Oceania region as well as on a global basis through hosting excellent WADA upgraded laboratories and continuing adequate financial contribution to WADA, hosting Asia Oceania intergovernmental meeting and other regional anti-doping seminars and trainings for our developing countries. Memories that highlighted India as a serious leading player within our anti-doping community and as WADA's most trusted partner. Our ambitions to address doping in sports are also yours. Solutions are found not by working alone, but by joining forces, by collaborating, such as today's Breakthrough Day campaign. This is why I want to thank India NADA for running the conference in cooperation with the government. It is a great opportunity to listen to one another, strengthen existing connections, make new ones, and reflect on our role as leaders of the movement around the world, especially among athletes through Breakthrough Day campaign. All this is with objective of raising the games for athletes and
Honorable Shri Anurag Singh Thakurji, Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India, Shri G. Kamalawardhan Rao, CEO, Food Safety Standards Authority of India, Shri Sandeep Pradhan, DG Site, Shri Kazuro Hayashi, Director, Asia Oceania Regional Office, WADA, who is here with us virtually, Ritu, DG NADA, the eminent sports persons and sports administrators who I see here, and all lovers of sport and participants in the important work of development of sports. I am very happy to be here amongst you to deliberate upon a very important topic that concerns sports. I am particularly happy to inform that our Honorable Minister has specially asked us to engage on the issues that are before us today, and it was his leadership and guidance that we have been able to organize this gathering today, which is going to be a day-long affair, and a lot of important ideas and discussions would take place. Sir, the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister has been to have India as a global sports leader. And in the recent times, the kind of success and triumph that we see in sports, across many sports, is unprecedented in the history of this country. To that end, sir, unless we have all pillars of the sports ecosystem very strong, we cannot hope to be global leaders. One area that we need to pay a lot of attention is anti-doping. And under your leadership, sir, in the recent times, we have made tremendous progress in ensuring that the area of anti-doping is as strong as it should be for a country which aspires to become a global leader. With the MOUs, we are hopeful of setting up the testing facilities at these two institutions very soon in the coming months, for which we are funding, sir. You have granted funds for that. So with that, this is the first time in our country that the dietary supplements that the athletes and sports persons consume will be tested and checked for substances which they should not be having, and there will be a special mark on each item which says they are good for consumption by sports persons. I think this is a very historic step, and I congratulate the CEO of FSSAI for his proactive approach and his interest in taking this track forward. One of the very important things that we have to do in the world of anti-doping is to create awareness and more awareness among the people who matter. A lot of our athletes come from rural background. They are coached by their family, relatives, etc. and they do not get the kind of professional training and exposure in the initial stage as they should. That is a shortcoming that we are trying to address by creating a lot of sports infrastructure under Khelo India. However, the fact that because of lack of awareness, they end up consuming things which they should not be, and then they end up facing all kinds of charges and penalties, which leads to a sense of...
Download the application by scanning the QR code in their table and in the screen. And to take our audience through the user experience of Know Your Medicine, we will play a short demonstration video.
We can check another one.
Yes, another one if you want.
श्रीमती सुजाता चतुर्वेदी जी, श्री जी कमलावर्धन राव जी, श्री संदीप प्रधान जी, Mr. Kazuhiro Hayashi, Director Asia, Oceania Region Office WADA, DG NADA, Shrimati Ritu Sen ji, panelists of the conference present here, officials and the office bearers of the federations and associations, friends in this hall as well as who have joined virtually, more than 500 people have joined virtually, and friends from the media. I welcome you all to the Paving the Path for Clean Sport dialogue with stakeholders on risk associated with use of nutritional supplements national conference, and I would like to congratulate NADA India for gathering all the stakeholders to discuss this important topic. Our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has envisioned India to become a sporting powerhouse in the coming years, and the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports is committed to transforming this dream into a reality and is working relentlessly to improve Indian athletes' sports performance at the national and at the international level. Our increasing focus on high quality training, accessible and improved sporting infrastructure, increasing opportunities for all sports through competitions and training camps, and mainstream efforts to promote gender equality in sports clearly reflect India's intent and ambition to contribute to sports development globally. Last year in October, we hosted the Athlete Biological Passport Symposium for the first time, wherein more than 200 participants from 56 nations. Apart from that, India has also been at the forefront of various sporting achievements, and we have also hosted prestigious events in the past few years, namely the 44th Chess Olympiad, the Under-17 FIFA World Cup, Women World Cup, IBA Women's World Boxing Championship, and we have not only hosted the IBA Women World Boxing Championship, but 4 women athletes have won the gold medal for India as well. With our increasing participation in sports at the international level and improving opportunities in the national sports ecosystem, the importance of fair play and clean sport have also magnified multifold. As we continue to excel in sports, we are augmenting anti-doping efforts across the sports spectrum. I would like to take the opportunity to applaud the tireless and continuous efforts of the global anti-doping community to promote fair play and clean sports. India walks hand in hand with the international anti-doping community and shares the common vision of ensuring a level playing field to all athletes. In the recent years, it has been noted at various levels that use of nutrition and nutraceutical supplements has increased a lot amongst athletes. I would like to draw everyone's attention to the many factors that contribute to this increased availability of supplements in the market, recommendations from medical practitioners and support personnel to improve performance, peer pressure, performance anxiety, competition-induced stress, and the need to win at any cost. However, we need to keep in mind the athlete's health is of paramount importance, and we should be aware of the risks and consequences that come with the use of contaminated nutritional supplements or supplements with prohibited substance. Now more than ever, it is vital to understand the importance of competing clean and playing fair. The prevalence of prohibited substances in nutritional supplements leads to inadvertent doping, and many of our athletes suffer. To safeguard the athletes, we should be able to make informed choices regarding the consumption of nutritional supplements. Adil ji is here, other functionaries are here. We have been discussing this at various meetings in the Sports Ministry as well as at the Mission Olympic Committee. And I would like to reiterate that under the clause of strict liability, athletes are responsible for what they consume and will have to face the consequences of any anti-doping rule violation. Today's conference showcases our commitment to creating a safe sports environment in India, prioritizing the health of athletes and engaging stakeholders in this important dialogue. We are also committed to working towards building a regulatory framework for safety of athletes and are collaborating with key stakeholders who are aligned with this mission. My dear friends, recently the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India have signed a tripartite MOU with FSSAI and National Forensic Science University Gandhinagar to establish nutritional supplements testing facility in India and build capacity for increasing awareness among stakeholders. On these lines, the ministry has also signed another tripartite agreement or the MOU with FSSAI and the National Institute of Physical Education and Research, Hyderabad. The National Dope Testing Laboratory is providing technical guidance, support, reference material in the process. These collaborations and dialogues will pave the path to create testing capacity for nutritional supplements in our country and promote research capacity building related to the nutritional supplements. But we still have a collective responsibility. All the stakeholders have to come forward and play their role. And coaches play a very, very important role in guiding the athletes to make informed decisions, sensitize athletes about the risk associated with the use of nutritional supplements. I urge all the coaches to be careful about what athletes training under you are consuming so that athletes do not end up jeopardizing their future. And we see it across the country in various gyms. The use of supplements, whether they are certified or not certified, is becoming a great area of concern for all of us. So it is also the responsibility of the medical practitioners to keep themselves up to date with what are prohibited substances and the method list and ensure that any medicine prescribed to an athlete do not contain any prohibited substances. Last but not the least, the responsibility lies upon the athletes themselves to safeguard themselves from inadvertent doping. It is the responsibility of the athletes to be aware of what they are consuming. And today, I am happy to see that we are joined by the regulatory bodies like FSSAI, National Sports Federation, National Sports Promotion Organizations, NGOs, corporates, athletes, and athlete sport personnel, representatives from the Ministry, Indian Olympic Association, Paralympic Committee of India, representatives from state sports, youth affairs departments, universities, research institutes, medical practitioners, and anti-doping nodal officers from different organizations. I would like to take this opportunity to express the need for collective responsibility of all stakeholders in the sports ecosystem to work towards creating awareness on risk associated with use of nutritional supplements. NADA, the National Anti-Doping Agency, is at the forefront of several educational and awareness initiatives to ensure that athletes and athlete sport personnel and the sports ecosystem has access to updated and correct information to make informed choices regarding the use of nutritional supplements. NADA has incorporated information on risks associated with the use of nutritional supplements in all awareness and educational campaigns. NADA India has also taken the initiative to educate athletes in the field of play during competitions. I thank the NADA authority, DG and her team for taking this initiative and creating awareness among the masses and especially the athletes and the athlete personnel in India. In the past few years, under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, we have focused on ease of living for citizens. In my ministry, we constantly keep the athletes' interest in mind and our policies are fully athlete-centric. We created a portal wherein no athlete needs to physically come to the ministry and they will be able to apply for pension and apply for scholarship and apply for cash awards on one website. We changed the system of applications of sporting awards to fully online this year, and these changes led to ease of living for our sports persons. We increased the budget of the Ministry of Youth Affairs from a mere 466 crore in the year 2004-5 to 3,397 crore rupees for the financial year 2023-2024. We have sanctioned more than 3,000 crore rupees in the past 5 years for 300 plus infrastructure projects in 36 states. We are also building modern world-class sports infrastructure in Narayanpura in Ahmedabad and Sikra in Varanasi, which will prove to be a hub for future Olympic medalists. We are also building 1,000 Khelo India centers across the nation, wherein we will focus on talent identification at the grassroots level, and a retired coach or a player will be employed at these centers for providing basic training. And I am happy to announce that we have already sanctioned more than 945 centers so far, and will ensure that 1,000 Khelo India centers are inaugurated before the 15th August 2023. We are providing financial and logistical support to more than 8,000 athletes training in 34 disciplines at our centers across the country. Since the past 18 months, we have launched Khelo India Leagues for women across multiple sports, and we have seen tremendous success till now in sports such as hockey, weightlifting, cycling, kho-kho, judo, wushu, etc. We are conducting tournaments in various sports in different age categories, and our flagship games, Khelo India Youth Games, Khelo India University Games, Khelo India Winter Games, have become a phenomenon. And we have seen every year they are breaking the national records, and I'm sure in future they will keep doing so. Friends, today I'm very happy to launch the Know Your Medicine app amongst the sports stakeholders present here. The Know Your Medicine application will enable athletes and the sports ecosystem to check the status of prohibited substances and medicines on the click of finger and make informed decisions. This application is not just for athletes, it is for everyone who wants to be associated with clean sports in India. The technology-led tool available in multiple languages will help athletes safeguard themselves against inadvertent doping and access information anywhere, anytime. The application is equipped with features to make the experience user-friendly. With this application, India has now joined the likes of few nations in the world which provide such information to their athletes, and athletes from India will now be able to safeguard themselves against the inadvertent doping by availing information on prohibited substances in medicine through the Know Your Medicine application. The Know Your Medicine application is made for India and made in India, and I'm sure this is going to help many athletes and the sports lovers in the country. I congratulate the NADA for putting the thought into action and making the Know Your Medicine application available to the publication. I know that there are a lot of sessions after this. A lot of information is going to come from you, which will help us in the ministry and NADA to make informed decisions in the future as well. So with this, I once again thank you all for joining us today and urge all the participants to contribute to the Clean Sport initiative in India, and please join us in raising awareness against risks associated with the use of nutritional supplements, preventing inadvertent doping and keeping sports clean. I also invite all the nutritional supplements manufacturers, suppliers, distributors and other stakeholders in the field to take precautionary measures and ensure that prohibited substances in sports are kept away from nutritional supplements. India will only successfully lead the fight against doping if all the stakeholders come together to address the challenges and contribute to the solutions. Thanking everyone once again for being part of this important conference. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, namaste and very good morning to all. It's my pleasure to deliver a vote of thanks on this special occasion. I express my sincerest gratitude to Honorable Union Minister Sri Anurag Singh Thakurji for sparing valuable time and for his kind words and keynote address. His presence is very important for all of us. We see his commitment, government commitment towards clean sports. He always focused to provide safe supplements to the sports person. So thank you very much, sir. I am grateful to the Secretary Madam Srimati Sujata Chaturvedi for her continuous support and guidance and motivating us. Thank you, Madam, for this. I am thankful to Sri गोपाल हमारा जो CEO हैं FSSI हर्षवर्धन राव sir. Really, his commitment also very appreciable. He is focusing to strengthen as much as possible this our FSSI rules and regulation for providing safe supplements to the sports. Our colleague Mr. Kazuhiro Hayashi, who joined online, and for his kind words towards India's commitment to the sports, clean sports. I am also thankful to all the panelists, all the speakers, all the federation representatives, everyone present here for making this event successful. I am also thankful to the DG NADA and entire NADA team for taking this great initiative, and in very short time we are making this event successfully. So once again, I thank you very much to all and have a great day ahead. Thank you very much.
From 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. today in the same hall.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज हमारे बीच हेमराज जी हैं, कोच हैं। यहाँ पर अनुराग ठाकुर जी आए थे। नो डोपिंग के ऊपर जो है उन्होंने बहुत सी बातें कही हैं। सर जी, जो मिनिस्टर जी ने कहा है, क्या इस तरह से होना चाहिए? जो वेबसाइट भी आज रिलीज़ हुई है।
बिल्कुल, देखिए, जो हमारी जो एंटी डोपिंग एजेंसी, जो नेशनल डोपिंग एजेंसी है, आज माननीय हमारे खेल मंत्री श्री अनुराग ठाकुर जी ने एक ऐप लॉन्च किया है जिसका नाम है नो योर मेडिसिन, जिससे कि खिलाड़ियों को, जितने भी खिलाड़ी होते हैं, कई बार होता है कि वो कोई मेडिसिन ले लेते हैं लेकिन उनको उस मेडिसिन के बारे में मालूम नहीं होता है। इस तरह के ऐप को अगर हम लॉन्च किया है, जो खिलाड़ी उस मेडिसिन का नाम, उसका ब्रांड डालेगा तो तुरंत उस खिलाड़ी को उसके बारे में मालूम हो जाएगा कि वो सब मेडिसिन बैन है या नहीं है। इस तरह के मेडिसिन जो इस तरह से खिलाड़ी ले लेते हैं बिना किसी नॉलेज के, तो ये होने से खिलाड़ियों को बहुत बेनिफिट है। साथ के साथ दूसरे कोचेस और दूसरे जो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनके लिए भी बहुत बेनिफिट्स रहेगा कि जिस तरह से जो लॉन्च किया है ऐप, बहुत अच्छा।
जब से हमारा देश आज़ाद हुआ है, बहुत से ओलंपिक भी हमने खेले हैं और मेडल भी जीते हैं। अभी भी बहुत से मेडल्स आ रहे हैं। तो इस तरह का जो वेबसाइट है बहुत पहले लॉन्च होना चाहिए था।
एक्चुअली वेबसाइट पे ऑलरेडी लॉन्च था। उसमें क्या था कि पहले एक पूरी PDF आती है, जो PDF पूरी लॉन्च रहती थी। वो ऐसी बात नहीं है कि लॉन्च नहीं की थी, लॉन्च किए हुए थे, जो हम टाइम टू टाइम पढ़ते रहते थे। एक नाडा का न्यूज़ लेटर भी आता, जो हर मंथली बेस पे सभी फेडरेशंस और जो उनके जो अंडर में जो भी रहते हैं उनको सबको दिया जाता था। बट जो ऐप जो लॉन्च किया है, जो ये बहुत ही बेनिफिट है इसके लिए, जो कि खिलाड़ियों को उससे आसानी से उसके बारे में पता चल जाएगा। क्योंकि क्या होता है कि PDF में पूरी मेडिसिन का नाम होता है, उसके बारे में अच्छे से उनको नहीं मालूम होता था। बट लेकिन इस ऐप के अंदर हम जैसे ही उस मेडिसिन का नाम डालेंगे, उस मेडिसिन का नाम डालने के तुरंत ही उसके मालूम हो जाए कि ये सब मेडिसिन बैन है या नहीं है, आप ले सकते हैं या नहीं ले सकते हैं, वो सब कुछ उसमें मालूम है।
बहुत आसान कर
दिया इसको, एक अच्छे आसान तरीके से कर दिया। और इसके लिए मैं बहुत खेल मंत्रालय और नाडा को भी बहुत धन्यवाद बोलना चाहूँगा कि इस तरह का एक ऐप जो लॉन्च किया है, जो खिलाड़ियों के बेनिफिट के लिए।
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपको।
India's initiative to promote awareness about risks associated with the use of nutrition supplements. Session 5 is about enforcing FSSAI regulations on food for humans. Session 7 is about international practices on testing of nutrition supplement. I would like to welcome and request Dr. to moderate our first session. I also request the Sports Nutrition,
Sir, can we please have
National Center for Sports Sciences and Research,
Sir, can we please have Randeep? Yes.